Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Libra reading. The new moon will occur on October the 2nd. It is going to put a spotlight on the area of your life activity that revolves around your sacred space, your personal resources, endings and beginnings, lessons learned. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below and describes a few different readings that I offer. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all the support that you give to me. So let's get started. With your overall energy for this new moon is the Hanged One. The Hanged One is describing a kind of psychic overload that you may be experiencing, not necessarily what is occurring outside in the world, but what is occurring inside of you. Your level of sensitivity to new ideas, perceptions, observations, witnessing that you are occurring regarding yourself in interaction with others in a variety of environments is giving you new information of the way that you would like to stretch yourself so that you can better understand, better anticipate opportunities, and be prepared for them. But this requires you to step back, to take some space, to meditate, to be still, to cultivate that place where you can have time to yourself to interact with your own thoughts and beliefs, your own emotions. You are gaining that. It's almost a catching up with yourself. So much is occurring and you're poised to accomplish so much that this can be subtle adjustments in your perception, subtle attunements to the people or the forces that you're working with. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity and the way others see you, is the High Priestess. And this is really the reason why the desire to retreat may be so strong in you. The need to find your own answers, to reflect upon your experiences, and the superpower of this High Priestess is her ability to see past, present, and future. There is no veil. She sees beyond the veil. I believe this is you reclaiming a place that you came here to claim in pursuing your purpose, your goal, your aspirations, so that you are full of wisdom and knowledge, but it's not wisdom or knowledge that you share freely, and that is appropriate. You've learned when silence is more powerful than sharing, talking, presenting your ideas. And there's so much that has been put in motion around you that you are continuing this trend of observing, of noticing, of remarking upon, and making those subtle notes for yourself, of allowing yourself to move through the various levels of your own perception through and in interacting with a variety of entities that you are sensitive to and aware of. Your ability to understand things before they're told to you, that people don't have to tell you everything for you to understand what the nature of that communication is. In the first house, the house of your perception, the Three of Pentacles. So you are actively collaborating with others, and that also clarifies the necessity to know when to step back in accordance with your ability to step forward, to assert your ideas. There's a time to hold back and to let others unfold, evolve, step up in their own way, in their own time. This is not about pacing and moving things along. This is about allowing things to evolve organically without being in control of that. This is the creative process. And your devotion with like-minded people in creating something beautiful, excellent, of value is what drives this collaboration, what keeps you all in a state of humility but appropriate leadership when necessary, an opportunity to step up and be an expert and to learn from others who are sharing their expertise appropriately. So this is a beautiful card. It's just simply a level playing field. In the fourth house, the house of your roots, your family, your history, we have the Emperor. And this is one of your cards. I know the Emperor is often associated with Aries, but you, Aries and Scorpio, share the Mars rulership, or at least you used to. I still think of Mars as being one of your rulers, along with Pluto. This is phenomenal energy, but this is also vast experience. The key word of this card is realization, meaning you have a history of manifesting successful projects, goals, uh, organizations, teams, and that you understand how to lead by monitoring your own reactions, by allowing others to have input into any entity so that their best participation allows them a stake in the outcome of and the success of an effort. This is the wise leader who takes care of people by empowering them, not by overpowering them. And this is also this sense of ownership of your own reality, that you are aware of the connection between the way you think about yourself, the way you are in command of your own experiences, reactions, and actions that leads to consistent success. In the seventh house of your significant others, we have the Death card. And with the new moon in Libra, there is the idea that we are starting afresh or renewing our relationships or our understanding of all exchanges of energy. And this is a description of having released a past that you still utilize, that you still review, that you still milk, massage for insight, lessons, information about who you are and how you have come to be the way you are. But there's also a real surrender of that past, realizing that you are no longer operating from a system of beliefs that belong to others and that you necessarily conform to for a while. But now you're in a position of prioritizing your beliefs, your commitments, your desires, your goals, understanding that they come from you, not from the others who groomed, trained, loved you, supported you, protected you. But it's now your turn to be the author of your own experience. And the Death card is actually describing this rebirth, very much in tune with the seasonal equinox. And if this reading is resonating with you so far, please like this video, please share it with others who may enjoy it, and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pulled honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. I like this because this feels like you are digging very deep for the truth along with your truth. There's something vibrating ancestrally through your cultural heritage that you are claiming, you are staking as yours, as the vehicle for your voice. And it's an interesting mingling of the past and the present, certainly, but your future is being transformed by your ability to speak through your ancestry, your culture. The Three of Pentacles in the first house is clarified by the High Priestess again. This is feeling very Octoberish to me, very fall, we're moving towards winter moss, the changing of the season. This is the natural tendency to pull within, and there are several markers in this reading about this pulling within, this seeking answers from within, this reflection on your wealth of experience, your history of experience, and where that is positioning you to reclaim this sense of purpose and mission in your life. In the fourth house, the Emperor is clarified by the Seven of Cups. This is the offers, the invites, the many people who would like you to be a part of their organization, part of their effort. The many people who see your incredible command and experience as being something useful to the success of their likely projects. Many of these invitations reflect things you may once have associated with success, um, trappings of success, the superficial rewards of success. Not all of these invitations, but most of these no longer resonate with you in terms of recognizing that these invitations may be a distraction from your own goals, your own destiny, your own path. And in that way, it can be confusing, overwhelming, and indeed, the many signs you have of stepping back, considering, taking your time, not making any decisions, just letting the offers come through as you put them through their paces within you and determining which opportunities will best leverage your manifestation, your growth, your success. So there, again, is something that is very characteristic of Scorpio, this ability to leverage what you know, who you know, in a way that can strategically move you closer to your destination, your goal. The Death card in the seventh house is clarified by the Four of Swords. This is at least four cards that talk about the spiritual foundation that you are developing. This takes into account the tremendous challenges you've overcome. In many ways, there's a resilience that you exhibit that has lended itself to this sense of gratitude, this real clarity that you would not be where you are without the challenges of the past, without the opportunities and experiences that you've had, some of which were a matter of life and death. The struggle that you've endured to get where you are, it just bathes you in gratitude for A, surviving, and B, understanding that you're actually in this divine, meditative, powerful place of understanding your truth, knowing your truth, and doing what's necessary to pursue that, committing to that. So this represents a spiritual foundation that you are cultivating through your ability to intuit and perceive your experiences through time. In the 10th house, the High Priestess, again, is clarified by the Ace of Wands. And here we have the new beginning. And I want to emphasize that there are a number of retrograde planets that we are living through. Many of them are moving direct, such as Pluto is moving direct in about a week's time, finally completing its last stint through Capricorn, the last 20 minutes, and will be leaving permanently into Aquarius on November 20th. So this is one major retrograde that we are coming out of, and that represents this last creep into 2 decades of restructuring, rebuilding, regenerating ourselves. We're all new. We are completely new versions of who we were 20 years ago. And Jupiter will be going retrograde. There are many planets that are going back and forth during this eclipse season. And this represents the touching back on some deep spiritual lessons that you have gained over these last couple decades, and the opportunities moving forward as Pluto enters into Aquarius. So this new beginning is really a reworking, a refreshment, a renewal, a coming back around, a rebirth. And that is what's key. And this is so much about the justice that you bring into the world, the gifts of peace, of learning, of growth, of expansion that you offer to your broadest communities, to the less familiar communities that you operate in and through. I'm going to pull a chakra love oracle to complete this reading, and I have pulled the solar plexus chakra, which shows you a retilated quartz on the outside. That's a picture of it. And the key word is confidence. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for this reading. Until next time, namaste.